On our website, you can get PDF learning materials for free. Please visit englist.me.
Historic.
Famous or significant in history, or potentially so.
Examples:
Historic accomplishment. Achieve the historic feat. The Chinese people have accomplished several historic feats.
Nuclear.
Of or relating to or constituting the nucleus of an atom, deriving destructive energy from the release of atomic energy.
Examples:
Nuclear fusion. Use of nuclear power. Many countries have now agreed to a treaty banning the use of nuclear weapons.
Bomb.
A weapon that explodes and is used to kill or injure people or to cause damage to something.
Examples:
Atomic bombs. Disarm the bomb. The use of cluster bombs is strictly prohibited by international law.
Spaceship.
Especially in science fiction, a spacecraft designed to carry a crew into interstellar space.
Examples:
A spaceship to survey the moon. Alien spaceship. They launched a crewless spaceship into space.
Jovian.
Relating to Jupiter or its characteristics.
Examples:
Jovian satellites. Jovian planet. The Jovian moon Europa is believed to have an ocean beneath its icy surface.
Childhood.
The state or time of being a child.
Examples:
Since childhood. Childhood development. He had fond memories of his childhood spent playing in the park with his friends.
Classify.
To categorize or group something according to a system or set of criteria. To assign something to a particular class or category based on its characteristics or properties.
Examples:
Classify images. Classify emails into folders. I need to classify these documents for the upcoming audit.
Reclassify.
To divide things or people into new or different groups.
Examples:
Reclassify some of its books. Reclassify the mollusks. The scientists tried to reclassify the new species as a subspecies of a related species.
Jail.
A facility where criminals are kept to be punished for their crimes, a prison.
Examples:
County jail. Be in jail. The police escorted the prisoner to the jail.
Lee.
The side or part that is sheltered or facing away from the wind or the direction from which the wind is blowing. A position or location protected from the full force or effects of something, particularly the wind.
Examples:
A natural lee. The lee of the building. The hiker found a calm spot in the lee of the mountain to set up camp.
Freeman.
A person who is not a serf or enslaved person and has the right to hold property and vote.
Examples:
Freeman rights. Freeman status. In the colonial period, only freeman was allowed to vote.
Frequent.
Happening constantly.
Examples:
Frequent absence. Frequent use. His heartaches are less frequent now.
Kayak.
A small, narrow boat traditionally used by the Inuit people for hunting and fishing, which has a covered deck and is propelled using a double-bladed paddle.
Examples:
Kayak adventure. Kayak paddle. We're planning a kayak trip down the river next weekend.
Voyage.
A long journey, especially by sea or in space.
Examples:
A voyage of discovery. Take a voyage. The astronaut trained for years before embarking on her voyage to the International Space Station.
Odd.
Strange or unexpected, not divisible by two.
Examples:
In an odd way. Odd behavior. His grandfather was an odd man.
Planet.
Any of the 9 large celestial bodies that circle in the solar system, any celestial body that revolves around a star.
Examples:
Planet like the Earth. Save the planet. Mercury is the closest planet to the Sun.
Atom.
The smallest unit of ordinary matter that forms a chemical element, composed of a nucleus and 1 or more electrons bound to the nucleus.
Examples:
Oxygen atom. Neutral hydrogen atoms. The outermost electron shell of an atom determines its chemical characteristics.
Diameter.
The length of a straight line passing through the center of a circle and connecting 2 points on the circumference.
Examples:
Diameter of an oval. A particle diameter. Draw a circle 5 centimeters in diameter.
Hydrogen.
The chemical element that is the lightest gas is colorless, odorless, tasteless, and combines with oxygen to form water.
Examples:
Hydrogen gas. Heavy hydrogen. The hydrogen and the oxygen react and then form water.
Contract.
A legally binding agreement between 2 or more parties, setting out their rights and obligations to each other, typically in writing and enforceable by law.
Examples:
Employment contract. Contract law. The company signed a contract with the supplier for the delivery of goods.
Doll.
A child's toy that typically represents a human figure, especially a young girl, an attractive woman, a woman who is subservient or passive.
Examples:
Plastic doll, rag doll. The antique doll was worth thousands of dollars.
Manifesto.
A public declaration or statement of policy and aims, usually issued by a political party or government, a written statement or proclamation of one's beliefs or intentions.
Examples:
Manifesto statement, environmental manifesto. The political party issued a manifesto outlining its plans for the country's future.
Satellite.
An electronic device that is sent up into space and moves around the Earth or another planet, used for gathering information or communicating by radio, television, etc.
Examples:
A GPS satellite, a meteorological satellite. Launching an artificial satellite contributed to the technological development of our country.
Statistics.
The discipline that concerns the collection, organization, analysis, interpretation, and presentation of data.
Examples:
Statistics for cancer. Official statistics. The statistics demonstrate that poverty and unemployment are genuine problems.
Mass.
A large amount of a substance with no definite shape or form, a large number of people or things grouped or crowded together.
Examples:
A mass of molten rock. Critical mass. The mass of people who do not own property is politically impotent.
Extreme.
Very great in amount or degree.
Examples:
Extreme sports. Extreme weather events. Solar gravity creates extreme pressures and temperatures.
Megaton.
A unit of energy equivalent to 1 million tons of TNT.
Examples:
Megaton explosion. Megaton weapon. The power of a megaton bomb is equivalent to 1 million tons of TNT.
Yield.
The total output of crops, profits, etc. that are produced. Verb, to produce or supply helpful something, such as a profit, an amount of food, or information.
Examples:
Corn yield. The yield on the bond. The company's stock gives a high yield.
Orbit.
The path of an object around a celestial body, especially a planet, star, or moon, under the influence of gravity. Of medicine, the bony cavity in the skull that houses the eyeball and its associated structures, like muscles, nerves, and blood vessels.
Examples:
The orbit of the moon. A planetary orbit. The rocket engine is used to put the satellite into orbit.
Essentially.
Relating to the essential features or concepts of anything.
Examples:
Essentially correct. Become essentially same. Essentially, a society is an organism.
Departure.
The act of leaving, especially to start a journey.
Examples:
Departure from tradition. Departure from the company. The departure time for the flight is 6 a.m.
Trajectory.
The curved path followed by an object moving through space.
Examples:
Career trajectory. A trajectory missile. The company has shown an excellent growth trajectory over the years.
Mar.
To damage or spoil the appearance or surface of something.
Examples:
Mar a proper relationship. Mar the reputation. The scratches on the car marred its otherwise perfect appearance.
Slide.
To move or cause to move smoothly along a surface without interruption.
Examples:
Slide a card across the table. Slide a glance. If necessary, you can slide the front seats forward.
Chemical.
Relating to or connected with chemistry.
Examples:
Toxic chemicals. A chemical compound. The firm has grown into a large chemical manufacturing.
Empire.
A group of countries ruled by one leader or government.
Examples:
Empire building. Empire of the Maya. He has built a thriving e-commerce empire.
Military.
Relating to or characteristic of members of the armed forces, of or relating to war or warfare.
Examples:
A military operation. A military leader. The military academy was known for its strict discipline and training.
Destroy.
To ruin or damage severely or completely, to eradicate or eliminate completely.
Examples:
Destroy the ecosystem. Destroyed evidence. The building was destroyed in the fire and had to be rebuilt.
Retaliate.
To respond to an action or attack with a similar action, especially one that is intended to harm or punish the other person.
Examples:
Retaliate for the blow. Retaliate in a like fashion. After the other team scored, we retaliated by playing even harder and scoring 2 quick goals.
Strike.
To wallop somebody or something with the hand, fist, or weapon, to have an emotional or cognitive impact upon.
Examples:
Strike up a conversation. Strike a blow. We strike to achieve more wages and safer working conditions.
Union.
A group of employees who have banded together to advocate for their rights and better their working conditions. The act or the state of joining together or being joined together.
Examples:
Bank and credit unions. A craft union. The trade union remained adamant about its demands.
Explosion.
A violent release induced by a chemical or nuclear reaction.
Examples:
A lot of explosions. Site of the explosion. A broken gas pipe triggered the explosion.
Stick.
To put something, usually a sharp object, into something, noun, a thin piece of wood or other material.
Examples:
Stick a key in a lock. Fire stick. You stick a bill in the change machine, and the coins pop out.
Dynamite.
A powerful explosive made from nitroglycerin, typically used in construction and mining, something that causes strong, sudden reactions or changes.
Examples:
Dynamite-powered engine. Dynamite fishing. The sound of the dynamite explosion could be heard for miles.
Microsecond.
1 millionth equals 0.000001 of a second.
Examples:
At a microsecond rate. 10 millimeters per microsecond. This process all happens within a microsecond.
Explosive.
Easily able or likely to shatter violently or burst apart, sudden and loud.
Examples:
Explosive device. An explosive personality. This container stores an explosive substance.
Propel.
To move, drive, or push something forward or in a particular direction, often with a lot of force.
Examples:
Propel growth. Propel the ship. An increase in employment helps propel economic growth.
Suppose.
To think that something is likely to be actual or possible.
Examples:
Suppose you're right. Suppose beforehand. What do you suppose the culprit's motive was?
Basement.
A room or a part of a building that is partly or entirely below ground level.
Examples:
For basement floor. Church basement. Underground rivers flow over a basement layer that is impervious to water.
Pound.
The standard unit of money in the UK, the standard unit of weight equal to 16 ounces.
Examples:
3/4 of a pound. Thousands of pounds. The car's front bumper cost £1,500.
Eject.
To force someone to put out or leave a particular place or position.
Examples:
Eject a player from a game. Eject huge amounts of pollutant. Our immune system can eject disease germs from the body.
Quarter.
One of 4 equal parts, a fourth part or portion.
Examples:
A quarter mile. End of the first quarter. The unemployment rate in the first quarter was 2.3 percentage points higher than in the previous.
Interval.
A period between 2 events or times, a short break or pause.
Examples:
After an interval of pause. At regular intervals. For the analysis interval, the system remains at a standstill state.
Briefcase.
A flat, rectangular container, typically made of leather or other sturdy material, used for carrying documents, books, or other important items.
Examples:
Briefcase handle. Leather briefcase. The detective found crucial evidence inside the suspect's briefcase.
Clip.
A small metal or plastic device used for holding an object or objects together or in place, a short part of electronic media, either an audio clip or video clip.
Examples:
Tie clip. Short video clip. He fastened some sheets of paper with a clip.
Engineer.
A person whose job is designing, building, or maintaining something such as machines, structures, or software.
Examples:
A civil engineer. Engineer shortage. The engineer will repair my telephone tomorrow morning.
Compartment.
A separate section or part of a larger enclosed space, such as a train carriage or a ship's cabin.
Examples:
Compartment door. A watertight compartment. The train's compartment was small but comfortable.
Acceleration.
A rate of increase in velocity, the rate of change of velocity with respect to time.
Examples:
A unit of acceleration. Acceleration of an object. The car's acceleration was impressive, going from 0 to 60 miles per hour in just 5 seconds.
Pulse.
The regular heartbeat as it sends blood around the body, especially when it is felt at the wrist or side of the neck, a solid regular vibration of sound, electric current, light, or other waves.
Examples:
A weak pulse. Pulse waves. The cardiac monitor displays the intensity of your pulse.
Thrust.
To push or drive forcibly, to impose or insert. Noun, the force used in pushing.
Examples:
Thrust a dagger home. Thrust a plate away. The engine thrust the rocket into space.
Newtonian.
Relating to Sir Isaac Newton or his laws of motion and universal gravitation.
Examples:
Newtonian physics, Newtonian mechanics. The motion of planets can be described using Newtonian mechanics.
Radiation.
The energy that comes from a nuclear reaction in the form of rays, waves, or particles, and that can be hazardous to health.
Examples:
Exposure to radiation, electromagnetic radiation. He tried every possible treatment, including chemotherapy and radiation therapy.
Dose.
A quantity or amount of medicine or a drug that is taken or administered at one time, typically measured out in specific units, a similar measure of exposure to a harmful substance or radiation.
Examples:
Dose adjustment, daily dose. She took the recommended dose of medication to treat her headache.
Crew.
A group of people who work together, especially on a ship or airplane.
Examples:
The film crew, the crew of a fishing boat. The ship's crew worked hard to repair the damaged sails before the next storm hit.
Fission.
The splitting of an atomic nucleus into two or smaller nuclei, releasing a large amount of energy, the process of breaking something into smaller parts or pieces.
Examples:
Heavy ion fission, atomic fission. Nuclear fission is the process of splitting an atom into two smaller ones.
Develop.
To grow or expand, to improve or refine through a process of progress and refinement, often to achieve greater sophistication or complexity, to elaborate or add detail to something that is in the process of being created.
Examples:
Develop a strategy, develop a skill. We must develop a new system to streamline our workflow and increase efficiency.
Hop.
To jump lightly and quickly on one foot or both feet, to move rapidly from one place to another, to travel using an aircraft, bus, etc.
Examples:
Hop on one foot. Hop from one place to another. The rabbit hopped over the fence.
Personnel.
A group of people who are employed in an organization or one of the armed forces, the department responsible for hiring, training, and placing employees.
Examples:
Competent personnel, personnel evaluation. Please forward the resumes to the personnel department.
Frequency.
An ordered array of colors into which a light beam can be split.
Examples:
Frequency band, high frequency. The oscillator hunts for the correct frequency.
Woof.
The sound that a dog makes, the threads running from side to side in a woven fabric, the texture or quality of the threads in a woven fabric.
Examples:
Woof fabric. Woof sound. My dog's woof woke me up early in the morning.
Hazard.
Something dangerous and likely to cause damage.
Examples:
Occupational hazard. Potential health hazards. Lost mobile phones lead to another potential hazard regarding privacy.
Assess.
To judge or decide the nature or quality of someone or something.
Examples:
Assess a tax of £10. Assess the quality. Our company needs to assess the business impact of climate change.
Fin.
A thin flat part on the body of a fish or other aquatic animal used for propulsion or balance.
Examples:
Back fin. A fin of a plane. The shark's powerful fins allowed it to swim at high speeds.
Feasibility.
The state or quality of being feasible, the likelihood or possibility of something being successful or able to be accomplished.
Examples:
Determine the feasibility. Feasibility assessment. A feasibility study is necessary to determine if a project is viable and worthwhile.
Launch.
To send or propel something into the air or space using a device such as a rocket, missile, or spacecraft, to make something available or on sale for the first time.
Examples:
Launch a spaceship into orbit. Launch a big attack. The company is set to launch its new product line next month.
Sect.
A group of people who follow a particular religious or philosophical belief system, especially one that is regarded as outside the norm or mainstream.
Examples:
Sect beliefs. Secret sect. The minority sect believed in a set of unconventional religious practices.
Submarine.
A type of underwater vehicle or vessel that can operate beneath the surface of the water. Adjective, beneath the surface of the sea.
Examples:
A submarine volcano. Submarine cable. The military submarine disappeared without a trace.
Upside.
The positive aspect or potential of something, the upper side of something.
Examples:
Have no upside. Market upside. Many people see the upside of traveling as an opportunity to experience new cultures and broaden their horizons.
Artificial.
Not natural and made by human beings, not real, but produced to resemble something.
Examples:
Artificial flowers. Artificial environment. The artificial intelligence system has revolutionized the way we live and work.
Gravity.
The force that attracts a body towards the center of the earth or towards any other physical body having mass, a manner that is solemn.
Examples:
The attraction of gravity. Preserve my gravity. The astronaut felt weightless in space due to the absence of gravity.
Astronaut.
A person trained by a space agency to travel outside the Earth's atmosphere.
Examples:
Astronaut mission. Astronaut in training. The shuttle astronaut trained for months before embarking on the space mission.
Bunk.
A piece of furniture that provides a place to sleep, typically a narrow bed frame supported by a solid structure. Nonsense or untruthful talk, often intended to deceive or mislead, a type of overnight accommodation, particularly in a military or institutional setting.
Examples:
Bunch of bunk. Military bunk. The crowded dorm room had bunk beds to accommodate all the students.
Cellar.
A room or space below ground level in a building, typically used for storage of goods, food, or wine, a basement.
Examples:
Cellar storage. Wine cellar. Every year, they would store homemade jams and preserves in the cellar's cool environment to make them last longer.
Sneak.
To go somewhere, or take someone or something somewhere secretly or stealthily. To steal or do something secretly or stealthily.
Examples:
Sneak a cigarette. Sneak out of danger. The children tried to sneak out and eat the candy.
Deathbed.
A person's bed, especially one in a hospital or home, on which they are expected to die or have died, a situation or event that occurs shortly before the end of someone's life.
Examples:
Deathbed confession. Deathbed scene. The family gathered around their grandfather's deathbed to say goodbye.
Conception.
A general idea or belief of what something or someone is like or should be, an understanding of a situation or a principle.
Examples:
A grand conception. The conception of the good. I have no conception of what you intend.
Presentation.
The act of formally introducing or displaying something to others. The manner in which something is presented or given visually, verbally, or otherwise.
Examples:
Presentation skills. Presentation slides. She gave a fantastic presentation at the conference and received a standing ovation.
Headquarter.
The central office or location from which a business or organization is managed.
Examples:
Administrative headquarter. An emergency headquarter. The company decided to move its headquarters to New York City.
Halt.
To bring or come to a stop, to force to stop moving or operating.
Examples:
Halt production. Halt progress. The train came to a halt at the station.
Hereby.
By means of this document, action, or statement, as a result of this specific act or announcement.
Examples:
Hereby acknowledge. Hereby grant. I hereby declare this meeting open.
Terminate.
To bring to an end or stop.
Examples:
Terminate the contract. Terminate a process. The attack on the country terminated the relatively peaceful.
Asteroid.
Also planetoid, a small rocky body orbiting the Sun, typically in the region between Mars and Jupiter.
Examples:
Asteroid mining. Asteroid explorer. Scientists are studying the composition and origins of the asteroid belt to understand the early solar system better.
Off the shelf.
Of or relating to a product or solution that is readily available and does not require customization or special ordering, typically used in contrast to products that are tailor-made or bespoke.
Examples:
Off-the-shelf software. Off-the-shelf solution. The event planners bought off-the-shelf decorations to save time and money.
Contingency.
A future event or circumstance that is possible but not certain, an eventuality, a plan or strategy that is put into place in the event that a particular situation arises.
Examples:
Emergency contingency. Contingency fund. We need to have a contingency plan in case of an emergency.
Division.
The act or outcome of splitting into separate parts, a critical organizational unit or sector.
Examples:
Cellular division. Division chief. Which division of the company do you work in?
Preserve.
To keep or maintain a particular quality, feature, etc., especially to prevent it from decaying, being damaged, or being destroyed.
Examples:
Preserve my strength. Preserve a country's heritage. They worked hard to preserve the nature of their native lands.
Misfortune.
An unfortunate event or circumstance, bad luck or trouble.
Examples:
Economic misfortune. Misfortune strikes. It was a great misfortune that the ship sank in the storm.
Plutonium.
A radioactive chemical element with the symbol Pu and atomic number 94 used in nuclear reactors and weapons, which is produced from uranium in nuclear reactors and occurs naturally in trace amounts.
Examples:
plutonium reactor, plutonium contamination. The disposal of plutonium waste is a major environmental challenge.
Crazy.
Stupid or not sensible, very angry.
Examples:
crazy about cars and racing. A crazy scheme. The rain and thunder are crazy today.